Here's question 29, and, well, okay, I'll read it. So what statement is likely to explain this performance? This is the J curve, right? And it's governed by the Marshall-Lerner condition. So it says a country at the beginning of a given period seeks to improve the current account of its balance of payments by devaluing its currency. Definitely Marshall-Lerner. The effect of this policy in the following 2 years is shown in the diagram. And which statement is likely to explain this performance? So I'm looking for a statement of the Marshall-Lerner condition, right? In the short run, A says in the short run, the price elasticity of demand for exports and imports was very low. And later, the price elasticity of demand for imports and exports increased or was more elastic. A looks really good, right? A looks very good. That's half a statement of Marshall-Lerner. And this is what happens according to the Marshall-Lerner condition. If your elasticities are low, then first your deficit will increase. B says the domestic inflation rate fell after 12 months before having the desired effect. What? That's not directly related. C says the elasticity of demand for imports diminished after 12 months. That would be bad. And no, that might cause an opposite effect of the J curve and Marshall-Lerner, or at least diminish the effect. So, gosh, A is looking very good. D says the policy was ineffective and other factors must have led to an improvement in the current account. No, that's not true. So this is basically a statement of the J curve and the Marshall-Lerner effect. The answer for 29 must be, I must line it up, right? Must be A. And here's question 30. Finally, question 30. Suppose a country has a rate of inflation well below its target rate, okay, high unemployment, and a large balance of payments deficit. That could be common, or at least that's plausible, right? I can imagine that. So what would an economic advisor to the government be most likely to recommend? Perhaps A, long-run supply-side policy aimed at improving the country's efficiency, so improving both the unemployment and the balance of payments positions. Yeah, because because an effective long-run supply-side policy would reduce prices. So that might help the balance of payments deficit. And an effective long-run supply-side policy will probably increase employment. So maybe A. What about B? Revaluation of its currency. Wait. Revaluation is when a country deliberately increases the strength of its currency, and that would reduce exports. But we already have a large balance of payment deficit, so no to B. C says a rise in interest rates because it would lead to an improved balance of payments and help achieve the inflation target. In the short run, a rise in interest rates might increase prices, so prices would not be competitive. And in the long run, a rise in interest rates might devalue the currency, but in the short run, it's probably going to raise prices. And that's only one solution. They have 2 or 3 problems here. D says a rise in levels of direct taxation. What? Well, that would probably create higher unemployment. Rise in levels of direct taxation, at least, okay, maybe not about, I'm not sure about this statement, but that will reduce consumption. That will reduce people's disposable income, and you already have high unemployment. So no, I think that would actually not improve unemployment and not not move inflation in the direction of the target level. We want to increase inflation. So answer for 30 must be C. And that is all for this one. Make some comments and subscribe over here. Any questions? Okay.